Ever think about how a piece of furniture like starts
I
out?
mean, like back when it was a tree.
Exactly. Like
Ah.
most of us don't,
Mhm.
but someone has to get that wood ready to use. That's where a wood production supervisor comes in, right?
Right. They're kind of like the unsung heroes of the whole process, making sure those trees actually become usable lumber.
And that's what we're diving deep into today, how to make it in that kind of role.
Mhm.
We're using some resources from RoleCatcher, especially their insights on how AI is, shaking things up in hiring. One thing that really jumped out at me was all the problem solving involved.
Oh, absolutely. It's nonstop.
It's more than just like overseeing, it's making tough decisions on the spot.
Exactly. Picture this. You're in the middle of a production run and bam, major equipment malfunction. What do you do? Stop everything, lose time and money, or do you think fast, find a workaround, keep things moving?
Tense.
That's the kind of pressure a wood production supervisor deals with every single day.
And it's not like this is a cushy office job either, is it?
Not at all.
We're talking sawmills, lumber yards,
Exactly.
the real deal.
What's that environment do to someone's, like, daily routine?
Well, it's definitely demanding physically. Noise is constant. Dust. You got to be comfortable wearing protective gear all day. And safety. That's absolutely paramount. You're responsible for your entire team, making sure everyone's following protocol, especially around heavy machinery. It's not just about managing people. It's about maintaining a safe and productive work environment.
Makes you realize how important communication skills must be, right?
Huge.
Because you've got your crew on the ground, but then you also need to communicate clearly with management.
You've got it. They're the crucial link between what's happening on the floor and the higher-ups. Got to be able to explain production goals, any problems they're facing, and of course making sure everyone understands those safety regulations.
Right, because this isn't just for someone who likes woodworking as a hobby.
It's much more than that.
This is about leadership, thinking on your feet, and thriving in a demanding, fast-paced environment. You need a certain kind of resilience. You're constantly adapting, whether it's equipment breaking down, production targets shifting, even the weather throwing a curveball.
And with all the tech advancements changing how the industry works, being adaptable is more important than ever, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Speaking of tech, there's this computerized saw RoleCatcher talks about, a crosscut optimizer. It's wild, uses lasers and algorithms to scan each log, figures out the best way to cut it, like minimal waste.
It's amazing, right? That's how tech is changing the game. Not just efficiency, but sustainability, too.
Exactly.
And a wood production supervisor, they need to be all over that. Not just running the tech, but training their team on it, too.
Which makes me think, this career path, it's got some serious room to grow, doesn't it?
Definitely.
RoleCatcher lays out these stages, right? You start as an entry-level wood production worker, then maybe wood production operator, supervisor, and eventually even wood production manager. What changes as you climb that ladder? Like skills, responsibilities, all that.
Well, at the entry level, it's all about the basics. Can you operate the machinery safely, efficiently? Do you understand the different wood types, what they're used for? Then, as you become an operator, it becomes about problem solving. Think, a jam in the planer. You need to figure out what's wrong, fast, maybe get your hands dirty, make adjustments, even minor repairs. Downtime's the enemy.
Oh, I bet every minute counts.
Absolutely. Now, the supervisor level, that's where your problem solving gets bigger. It's about the whole production line. Say you're looking at data from that optimizer software, you notice a pattern too much waste from a certain type of log. Time to investigate. Maybe tweak the cutting settings, or even talk to suppliers. See if different logs would work better with your equipment.
So it's less reacting to problems, more like preventing them in the first place.
Exactly. Proactive. Then, if you reach Wood Production Manager, that's strategic thinking. It's everything. Setting long-term goals, how to be more efficient, more sustainable, maybe investing in new tech, new training programs. It's a career with real upward mobility.
I like it. So for someone listening thinking, hey, this is for me, how do they even get noticed these days? I mean, AI is doing so much of the hiring now. It's like you're competing with robots before you even get an interview.
It's a real concern. But RoleCatcher, they've got these really cool AI tools designed to help with that. Like, their AI can look at a job description and pick out the exact keywords and skills employers care about.
So instead of just your generic resume, you're tailoring it to what the algorithm wants to see.
Yeah, exactly. Work smarter, not harder, right? And it's more than just buzzwords. They've got another tool, analyzes your whole resume, the structure, the content, and it gives you suggestions like, move this experience up here, or use stronger verbs to really sell your accomplishments.
It's like having a resume whisperer.
Right. And the support doesn't stop there. RoleCatcher has this database of potential interview questions, tons of them. You can practice your answers, get comfortable talking about your experience.
Which is key, because interviews, they're getting intense.
For sure.
You might be talking to a person, or it could be an AI, studying your every word, every little facial expression.
It's true. But here's the cool part. RoleCatcher's AI tool. It can analyze your practice interviews, too. Gives you feedback on how you're speaking, your body language, everything.
Whoa, that's next level.
It's like having a personal coach in your pocket.
So it sounds like RoleCatcher's trying to make things fair, giving people the tools to win, even with all this automation.
Absolutely. They get it. Tech is changing the game. For someone wanting to be a wood production supervisor, using these tools, that could be what sets them apart.
I can see that. Okay, so you nail the interview, you get the job, you're officially a wood production supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this other thing I kept bumping into while prepping for this deep dive. The whole sustainability push.
Mm-hmm.
Forestry, lumber, it's all under pressure to be more eco-friendly.
Rightfully so. It's
Okay.
a big deal. It's a big deal, yeah. And that's where a wood production supervisor can really make a difference.
Yeah.
It's not just production anymore. It's about making the whole process greener.
So are we talking like less waste, using greener materials, maybe even like renewable energy in the sawmill?
All of that. And it's not even just about bringing in brand new tech. It's about using what you've got better. Like a wood production supervisor could look at the sawmill's data, right? See how much wood they're losing during cutting and then boom, find ways to reduce that waste. Or maybe they work with the lumber suppliers, make sure they're only getting wood from forests that are managed responsibly.
Wow. So this isn't just a job, it's like being on the edge of a whole new wave.
It really is. Tech is changing everything. People want sustainable products. The whole industry needs people who can roll with the punches and come up with new ideas.
Makes you wonder, what's next? Fully automated sawmills. Wood grown in a lab. What do you think?
$1 million question, right? I don't have a crystal ball, unfortunately, but I can tell you this innovation is key. We're already seeing some really cool things happening with engineered wood products that's using wood fiber in totally new ways. And a lot of times you get even stronger materials with less waste compared to, traditional lumber.
So someone starting out today, even at the entry level, they could be leading the charge down the line.
Exactly. That's what makes it so exciting. It's not just working with your hands. It's being part of something that's changing, adapting to the times.
So anyone listening, if you like the idea of a job that's hands-on but also future-focused, this could be it.
A chance to really make your mark on the industry and the planet.
This deep dive has been eye-opening. Who knew there was so much to being a wood production supervisor?
It's proof that the most rewarding careers are often the ones we don't expect.
And there you have it, folks. Your deep dive into the world of wood production supervisors. Until next time, keep asking those smart questions and, most importantly, dive deep.